stream now. Super fighting streaming, Mega Man. Make sure the audio works. There we go. Fuck yeah. Do, do, do. I'm sorry, I'm fucking around with your sheet, bub. It was muscle memory to fuck with people's sheet. Just keep clicking. Does something with the hand. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. With me are the usuals. -1, who will be here in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and start off with the party member who wasn't here last time. So, Bub, as you awaken in the tavern... By the way, are you ready, Bub?
Bub is always ready.
Bub is always ready to whack! So, Bub, as you awaken in the tavern and step down into the morning, you can see that Eleanor is sat at a table reading a book, and she has basically a potion making set next to her as well. She's looking at the book and looking at ingredients and all that. You can also see that people in the tavern are just kind of milling about at the moment, but you don't see Gildas or Delon anywhere.
Yeah, so Bub thinks about the situation. He's like, they must have went to help the lady. Well, I'm gonna go back to college.
Alrighty. So as you head out to the college, you walk right past Eleanor, heading straight over there. As you head to the college, get there in surprisingly quick fashion, and you find that it's just milling about for morning classes, essentially. Kobolds are milling about, students are milling about. It's all the usuals. Also, as you come in the door, Bub, some kobolds look up and wave at you. Hi, Bub! And then go back
Bub
to milling
waves
about their business.
enthusiastically, and I'm gonna go to the nature class, and he says, okay, second time's the charm.
Alrighty. So, Bub, as you head into the nature class, you find that inside the classroom, the teacher has the same creature in there as last time. Certain students look queasy or like they have stomach aches as they're in the room. This big planty creature with a horrible scent. As you begin attending the class, make me a con save.
Uh-oh. Con save.
Oof.
2!
Oof. So, Bub, as you take your seat in the classroom, you pass out. The stench from this plant is too strong.
Okay.
You return to the nature classroom, I imagine, for a third
Third
try.
time's the charm.
Waking up a few hours later, you rush right back in, and not to be defeated.
Right, I will succeed eventually.
Make another con save.
Okay.
That's just the board, like, you
Should
should
I be,
take...
like, prepared this time somehow?
You could go in with a little bit of knowledge that you need to make something to be, like, more hardier somehow.
Just pinch your nose.
Yeah. I'll try.
You know what, I'll let you roll it with advantage because you've been here 2 times before and passed out twice already.
Okay.
Well, you know, just take some astral
Okay, is
protector
17
class.
enough?
Yes, it is.
Okay, there we go.
So, Bub, as you go to sit down in the classroom, your eyes water as this stench is horrible, but you power through it and pay attention to the rest of the class. The creature being described, even though it's a very small specimen, it's weaker than a true one. It is very disgusting overall. It is a plant-type creature with, looks like it's got a few dead bugs sort of stitched to itself. and you will have due to resisting its effect, Bub. If you encounter a bigger version in the wild, you won't have to make a con save.
Interesting. Can I make a nature check to like identify it? Or or they just tell me in the class, I guess.
Give me one moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm scared that there's 3 of them. But those are probably different things.
Nobody's getting 2 that are the right ones at the minimum. It's kind of sad. So, Bub, as you're attending the class, you feel like you understand the natures of the area and how harsh and creepy and evil they can be at times a little better than before. Feel like you got some more growing to do. But you passed this class. Give me 1 second to pull up the critter here. Need to find it. Let's see, where is it? Give me un momento, still looking. But while I'm actually looking for it, would you like to attend another class in the process? So I'm looking. So I think you have one more time slot that you could take.
Okay. I want to try the nature class again, but making those con saves is just it's bad. I have a -2.
It may not be a con save again.
Interesting. All right, I'll take the nature class again. Just go full in because that seems to be my primary investment in terms of skills for everybody.
Alrighty. Alright, here we go. So, as the first class wraps up, the teacher nods at those who are still awake and has the other ones who failed wheeled out of the room by kobolds. You notice that all the seats in the room actually have wheels on the bottom, just so the kobolds have an easier time moving them out of the room. The teacher nods and claps her hands.
Very good, very good. That's a corpse flower. For those of you who have stayed awake, good. For if you fell around a corpse flower in the Savage Lands, I'm afraid you might just be a corpse within that flower.
I get it.
This is but a small specimen.
As she says this, she grabs a rat and puts it next to the creature. The corpse flower extends a tendril as it basically pulls the rat's body into itself. And you see as the rat, it begins to sustain itself off the rat's corpse.
Charming.
Very dangerous. If you see these massive flowers that look like this,
And she sort of flicks at the corpse flower's big, blooming, beautiful yellow flower with red tips on the ends.
if you start seeing those and green tendrils all over the place, go the other way. Lest you potentially come a corpse for the flower.
This woman has the battiest eyes you've ever seen, Bub. She's freaky. Her eyes look like a goat's. It's freaky. She's a goat woman.
Okay.
But as you finish the class, you feel smarter, you understand the class a little more than before. But overall, you feel like most of what you gained is perhaps a better understanding of the dangers of the area.
Good.
Let's see. As you are also attending the class, Bub, you attend another one, and this time as the class call wraps up, you go break for some lunch, and come back for the next one. And as you come back to this one, you find that the class is in session as you sit down, and there is a creature in a cage that looks like it is just waiting to try to eat all of the people here.
So I just gotta like stare at it.
As you stare at it, it stares right back at you. It is a scaled serpentine creature, and you swear it's aware it's in a cage. It has intelligence, yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is a special specimen, grown right here within the tower.
The creature looks towards the teacher as if scheming against her, but can't seem to do anything.
These creatures are very smart and very perceptive. They usually can speak common, but this creature, due to being created within the tower, just cannot speak. It's best that way. We don't want it lighting anything on fire or escaping its cages.
The creature just slithers its tongue at her condescendingly, as if it knows better than her or something. As you are in this class, Bub, I want you to make me a wisdom save.
Okay. I hope my sheet knows that I'm proficient in that. Okay, never mind. That's 21.
Nice. So, Bub, as you're staring at this creature, you feel like it's trying to tempt you, like it wants you to do something for it, and you don't listen at all. Like, there is no way a creature in a cage is going to convince you to let it out just because it has a way with words. Wait, you can hear it in your head.
What?
Hear it once you realize that it's been subtly whispering in your mind. You immediately push it out, resisting any temptations or whispers it had.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I guess Bub's gonna jump up on one of the desks and put both his hands up. Teacher.
Yes!
It tried to talk to me in my mind telepathically. Is that normal?
Might be a result of growing it in the lab.
Well, he talked to me to try to escape, but Bub has a powerful mind, like a steel trap.
Very good, Bub. Very good. Thank you for letting us know this. This could have been quite bad.
Yeah, if I didn't speak up, it might have just possessed somebody next week, so...
So because you got a nat 20, the chances are doubled.
Cool.
34, 35.
I don't know what these numbers mean.
It's okay. They're probability for me.
The number, Marshall. What do they mean?
The numbers on the dice clearly are meant to be hexagonal in nature. You know what else is hexagonal? The pyramids. So therefore, the dice of the D&D that are made for the game called Dungeons and Dragons. Now, why the emphasis on dungeons? Dragons. Wait, dragons. Dragons are just spaceships. Joking, of course.
Really? Secret BDSM call. Why else would there be dungeons?
But yes, as for this lesson, Bub, you were an extra good student this time. You paid very close attention. And due to how you paid such close attention, you've attended 3 classes back to back. you end up gaining expertise in nature.
Oh yeah. How do I actually do that on this sheet though?
You click on the
Press the
cog.
wheel. Yeah.
You click on the cog, and then you have like the list of skills. Let's
Oh,
get
I
it.
see it. Yeah.
Let's
Yep,
drop
there you go.
down.
That
Yay, now I
should
have
apply
an
expertise to
average
nature.
druid's nature score.
Nice.
There you go.
It's a +5 now.
So, Bob, as you leave the nature class with the little piece of paper designating you as an expert in nature classes, you find that as you step out, you can see Gildas and Delon and Eleanor within the college down below.
Neat. All right, I'm gonna go rejoin the party then.
Alrighty. You also know that creature was a guardian naga.
Oh, interesting.
Oh. They had the bone naga in the
Yep.
shop.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't know they had telepathy though. Strange.
She was also surprised by this.
Mm-hmm.
Wizard shenanigans. They shouldn't be creating things of another races in labs. It's a bad idea.
Wizard, no sense of right and wrong.
Time for more experiments. Yeah, but that's a really freaking strong monster. It would have freaking killed me. It gets 6 level spells. Oh, but it's only true sight, though.
But
Alright,
as
so I'm gonna go up.
so Bub, you
Mhm.
run down the stairs heading over to the party.
Mm-hmm. And I go, "Hi, Gildas."
Oh, hi, Bob. How do you do?
Very well. I've been studying hard so that I can be a better guide in the forest.
Oh. What did you learn today then?
I learned that when you grow guardian nagas in the school, they get telepathic abilities. It was scary, but my mind's a sealed trap, so I overcame it and potentially saved lives.
As you say all this, Bub, Eleanor turns to you briefly. Eleanor comes back from where she was. Walks over and speaks up. Your mind is a steel trap. Odd thing for a kobold.
It is due to my nature as a druid. We are very wise.
No doubts. I was not aware that you were studying here. It's not common that kobolds study within the college. They usually are assistants or, unfortunately, sometimes volunteers? She seemed like she stuttered on what she wanted to call them.
Bub also volunteers to do work.
Yes, indeed.
Bob is a one kobold army in this college. He can do it all.
Yeah, so Bub just like puffs up his chest with pride.
Speaking of which, I turn to Leno. How much time do we have? Maybe
We have-
able to. Maybe able to squeeze one more class.
Oh yes, you can
Perhaps.
definitely squeeze that in. I've got a few more people I need to speak to within here, namely the dragon himself.
Let's see.
Okay, so we have not more time to do classes.
True. Yes.
What should I pick? Some of these skills, I'm like, how would you have a class for insight? As an example.
Can you tell the difference between the magical plant and the non-magical plant, Bub?
No, it's more like you sit in on an interrogation. That would make
Like,
sense, honestly.
life lessons.
How not to die, how not to get robbed, how to tell if somebody is evil. And it's
Let's
just
see.
filled with
How
kobolds.
to-
It's filled with just kobolds.
How
I'm
to
thinking-
survive Nephilim.
I think the next skill I'm gonna go for is survival. Survival.
So Bob, you're gonna go to a class for survival.
Yeah, it's like you get thrown out of the college. Survive.
So Bob, as you attend this class, you find that the teacher leads you all into the woods around the college.
Okay.
Spiritually.
Well, I already killed the scariest thing out there, fortunately. Suddenly the trees come to life and just one-shot me.
As a group full of students, both worried-looking blue-robed figures, as well as a handful of other people here and there, are all led into the woods. The teacher clears his throat. Now, I'm sure it appears that we're pretty close to the college. I can confirm to you, we're not. I have safely escorted you 30 miles away from the college. Your task is to make it back to the college in one piece. If you can do that, you graduate.
Yeah,
Bye.
so-
And as he waves, his body turns into water and he's gone.
I'm mad that I don't have my flash speed yet.
A lot of the
So-
students are panicking, looking around, not sure what to do now that they're just basically in the forest where a lot of experiments are just let to roam around in.
Yeah. So, is it like, are we in a clearing or are we inside the forest?
You're inside a small clearing within the forest, with dense woods on all sides. It's hard to tell which way leads to the college, actually.
Okay, so do I have to determine that first?
You would need to. You would need to make a nature or survival check.
By the power of nature. When you have specialty, but you only get a 10. 10 might be good enough, though. Who knows?
So, as you're looking around, Bub, trying to figure out which way you need to go, you eventually approach a tree, and using your druidic ability, try to communicate with it to get it to help you along the way. The tree apologizes to you, Bub, but it can't help you cheat here.
I didn't prepare speak with plants.
I say it feels like the worst class you could have taken there.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna transform into my spider form, and I'm gonna climb up on the trees and jump, and, spider climb from tree to tree.
Alright. So you do so and begin spider climbing around the trees. As you do so, which direction are you heading in if we were to use a compass? North, south, east, west, somewhere in the middle between those.
So I'm pretty sure the forest was to the east of the, college. But I'm not 100% certain on that.
You do know that the forest is to the east of Asterium, and then beyond from that, in about the northeast from the forest is the college, I believe.
Okay, so I'm gonna go west.
Like, for context, here's the world map.
Okay.
Roughly, here would be kind of like where
Yeah.
Asterium is, and this
Mhm.
is the college up here.
Okay. So, and we're in the forest.
Yeah, you're basically around
Below?
somewhere in this area, probably.
So I guess going north would be the right play in that case.
I'll leave you on this map for now to help you.
Okay.
Because Bub would at least know the general direction where he might be deposited in, but he may not know all of it, kind of a thing.
Alright, I'm gonna go north then.
Alright, so as you begin heading north, Bub, heading through the trees, you can see that there are manticores in the woods, there are bears that carry, like, clubs, walking on 2 feet, like, there's minotaurs in here, but they don't look like normal minotaurs, they look more cow-like than real minotaurs.
Hmm.
They look stupider.
Interesting.
So So, Bub, you travel for a bit and make your way through. I want you to make me another roll to continue on your way to the college somehow.
Yay!
Okay, so as you're traveling through the woods, Bub, you're due to your spider senses and your vantage point in the trees, you can tell that you're heading into a dangerous area. How would you like to approach this?
I would like to go around the dangerous area.
Alrighty. So, make me a stealth roll to go around the dangerous area.
Got it. 19. There we go.
Nice. So, Bub, you make your way around the dangerous area with no issue whatsoever. It takes you a little longer, but you make your way through the woods, and finally, you notice a stream, and you can hear water further up the stream, and you feel like you might be getting close.
Alright.
Make me another roll.
Follow a yellow brick stream. Yeah, there we go. 25.
So,
Natural
Bub,
20.
as soon as you get to the stream, it all clicks. You know exactly where you are. You start like spider dashing, like a spider monkey as a spider through the trees as you just boom plant yourself firmly right down in front of the college. You see the same teacher who disappeared is sitting on a tree stump eating a sandwich, and he suddenly looks up, like looking afraid as he sees this giant spider just boom plant right in front of him.
Alright, okay. So I'm gonna wave and then transform back.
Oh, Bob! He quickly grabs a flagon and begins drinking from it to help him down his sandwich. He looks up at the sky and is just confused. Check because the sun is still up. That's a pretty good time, Bub. What did you learn in survival class today?
That I shouldn't rely on talking to trees, because sometimes they can't help me. And instead I need to use my own strength and observational skills to find my way.
That is true. Sometimes trees can be assholes.
No.
Grown on bad water and all that.
I have a question.
Yes.
I saw minotaurs that look like cows.
Yes. What about them?
Why?
Because we made them.
But why cow?
Why not?
The
The idea was to make them simple, strong creatures that could pull carts and do other things like a cow could, but had the thumbs and the usefulness of a person, without the raging tendencies of a minotaur.
Well, why are they in the wild then?
They're all failures. But Blue Dragon doesn't like killing what he makes. It's not harming anyone, he says. It's just, we brought it into this world. We have a responsibility to let it live. A responsibility to let it live my ass.
That makes sense. Did I learn what I needed to?
Let's roll
Bub
it.
looks around. Where's everyone else?
As you say this, Bub, you hear a scream somewhere off in the distance. Oh my god! They're all dead! Unfortunate that.
Survival classes.
Bub's just getting very lucky today. Bub, you gain expertise in survival.
Lucky. Now I have an average skill in it. That's how bad my stats are.
I mean, I say with how often you had to use like nature and like survival, like that's a
I
good
know.
thing.
Yeah, it's like, let's go for my quote specialties first.
Alright, so, Bob, as you finish up your class in survival, you get another little piece of paper showing that you're an expert on surviving the threats of the wild, approved to go out on your own and hopefully not die. We go to Gildos. So, Gildos, what class were you intending on attending?
Well, I think considering like I spent like quite a bit of time, reading that book I borrowed and all that. I'm gonna take like one nice conjuration class, and then like I'll do the rest of my classes when we return next year.
Alrighty, so Gildos, as you attend the conjuration class again, you find that the teacher teaching this class is different than it was last time. There's a Kinku in the room who's wearing an all black robe, and he's missing an eye.
Mm-hmm.
On the table is a skeleton. And as he communicates, he basically parrots other people's voices every time he opens his mouth. But it makes coherent sentences.
Today we'll be talking about how to conjure the dead. No, this isn't to get you interested in necromancy. Put your hand down.
So the raised eyebrows was like, again? Well,
The fact of the matter is that raising undead just so happens to fall around the same area as conjuration. And since the teacher of conjuration is forbidden to practice the art, I have been brought in as a substitute for the day. Any questions?
it's like, am I really in the conjuration class?
One kid raises his hand. Doesn't practicing necromancy taint your soul?
No! Yes! No! Depends. If you fully intend on going into the Hall of Heroes at some point and being judged by the divine, then fine, don't practice. Step out of the class if you're so worried about it. Just know, you fail.
A few students actually do leave.
And we won't miss them.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's worth just staying just to know how he works. Like, recognize.
For those who are here, excellent. We've gotten through with the hazing. Now,
Yes, I suppose. Yeah.
as he's the staple for conjuration, what is needed will be discussed. What we need is will, a piece of soul, usually in the form of a gem, so a soul gem, a willing offering,
As he gestures his feathered wing to the corpse on the table.
and lastly, a Ichor staff. The material of your staff, or wand, or focus is important. Very important if you don't want to fuck it up. Understood? Understood? Good. If you just start summoning undead all willy-nilly without the proper precautions in place, be prepared for them to turn on you.
Well, that's why you should you press turn on then. That's okay.
So I want you, Amos, as the class is going on, to make me a Arcana or Religion check.
Well, they're both the same, so. But let's expect Arcana a bit, you know. And by the way, his skill does not able to work.
Oh, sorry.
Like a time today.
It's fine.
So
The right people know.
Yeah.
17. So Gildos, as you're attending the class and listening attentively, you find that you're able to pay very close attention, actually keep pace with this teacher. He has no patience for people who can't follow along, and he does not elaborate further after he's done elaborating something already. He's a very short-tempered teacher. Luckily, you feel like you're one of the few people in the class who was able to keep up. Let's see.
My one question would be like, does he actually go into detail into how to get those like soul gems and all that?
He does not. Anybody who asks more details about the soul gems, he just tells them to attend night classes.
This looks really low.
Thinking. You know what? I'm gonna do one more thing. Just because this is like the main class you've attended a lot.
I wonder if I can use one of those statue fragments with like a soul gem. Put like one. Probably not recommended. For that I get even lower.
Let's see. So you have attended, I believe, 4 or 5 conjuration classes total? Kinda?
2 actual classes.
2?
Yeah.
I thought you attended
I've been
more than
studying on the side, but
that. Okay.
on the actual I attended 2. I know Dallin and Bub like attended 1 to find something about what we're doing the potion thing. That's it. I think.
So curious question, Gildos.
Yes.
Would you like to attempt to take the test for conjuration?
Well, yeah. Honestly, may as well, just to see like where I stand, like, because essentially, the expedition would be like a big whole like training thing, learning. So may as well, yeah, see where I am, what I need to improve on.
Alrighty. So I want you to make me 3 Arcana checks, like 3 Arcana rolls.
Right. 1,
Oof,
2,
that's better.
and 3.
Okay. So you don't pass the class, but you don't fail bad enough to get reprimanded for it. You get told essentially that good work, good attempt, come back once you've gotten more practical experience.
Which is perfectly fine.
And I will do one last roll for you, Gildos.
Basically, you abuse Spirit Guardian next to the wall.
Gildos, you gain, for doing well on the exam, but not passing, you gain 1 intelligence ability score.
Hey. I'm at 15 now. No. Check something. Ah, it doesn't give anything. Whatever. Anyway, I'm done with my classes. Let's move on. So,
Alright, so as you finish up your class, Gildos, you come leaving your classroom as you see Bub coming in from outside. Eleanor's still nowhere in sight at the moment. So what would the two of you like to get up to?
well, there was that one scene about with the goblin I was talking to you about like the other day. I'd like to do.
Let's see.
Assuming he's at the college.
Remind me. Which scene was that?
The one about like giving him admission and all that because I believe him. With the whole like apprenticeship and all that.
Ah, yes.
Because I mean, 2 days payday, right?
It is.
So may as well like you use that scene to go into that one.
So as you approach your goblin little buddy, you find that he is at the college. He's speaking with another goblin. They kind of give each other a really sloppy looking salute, and one goblin hands another goblin a package, and then promptly like runs out of the building. The goblin holds the package and goes over back to where he was standing, waiting to look for you. However, stopping halfway, he sees you and begins rushing over. What, Chief?
Oh. Hello.
What, Chief? We got delivery for you.
Well, let's see it then. Alright. Take the package.
So as you take the package, Gildos, you open it up and you find that inside is 5 gold and a shield.
Uh-huh.
As you look at the shield, it looks like it has it looks like it's made of some sort of creature or scaled creature or something with teeth, as they have basically skinned the creature and turned its skin into a shield, and then removed its teeth to place them on the outside of the shield.
Would I be able to recognize like the creature itself, or?
You don't recognize the creature, but you have now a spiked shield. It functions similarly to a normal shield, stat-wise. However, while wielding the spiked shield, you basically you can gain advantage on enemies while wielding it with a one-handed weapon in the other.
That sounds broken. Yeah, anyway. Actually, it's good that you're here. Come with me. And I lead him to the library, actually. Can you even get to the library, is the thing?
The library is actually, like, the whole tower is technically a library. And the books are basically available to any student.
Uh-huh. Yep. He's not really a student, but at least, he can get to a table.
Yes, he can get to a table.
Right. It's good that you have the map open, because you can only, tell him to sit down, like, open, like, a map of the whole, continent, and, tell him. You see, I and the other mini war chiefs will be living Asterion for a long time. See, right? we are going on an expedition. One will be stronger. Second, there is prospect of getting a lot of long coins out of it.
Oh,
Mm.
big Watchy fund in the war effort.
Well, I personally won't, but we have met with a... Would goblins actually have a word for drows? Because...
Goblins basically call them dark elves. Usually with some addition of like stinky or dirty.
yeah, but I can't really use that, so... See, we will help a dark elf war chiefess to get those long coins. It will be mutually profitable, let's say that.
Okay.
You see, I pointed the map. Currently, we are here. Boop. We'll be traveling over there, and basically, our travel route will be through the land of the elves here. Something
Yeah.
else. Then we'll be visiting home.
Wow, Watchy coming home?
For a time, and I'll be seeing how the smith is doing. Forge, as well as. Actually, we should send a message to Mini Chief Mini War Chief Doctor. Tell him we're coming, although we'll still be a few months away, depending. But I digress. We'll be passing through home. Then we'll be staying there for a time. Then down to the land of the dwarves. And then to the land of the king, which is where we're hoping to actually get the coins.
I see. Watchy
you see-
going on a pilgrimage.
Yes, basically. And so that means you will essentially be out of job for a good time. And so I have a mission for you.
Oh, Watchy giving me personal mission?
Indeed. But first I must ask, do you have your symbol on you?
He nods, and very surprising quickness, pulls it up from around his neck.
Uh-huh. So now, I want you to take the symbol and go to the merchants district in the city. Go to... what was the name of the shop again?
Damn, I forget.
Well, I'll just tell him. Whatever. To go to that shop, meet with the owner, a dwarf, and ask him if you can learn from him. He's a apprentice. It's like seeing how he reacts. Like,
He just kind of hums to himself for a little bit, and then jumps on top of the table and raises his green hand above his head.
I accept, Watchief.
good. Then, once you're done, you can come back to the forge and teach other goblins what you learned.
Oh.
And perhaps you also make some long coins here.
Oh. No more cleaning up tavern rooms.
Oh. But you have to behave for that.
Mm.
Tell all the other elves that Goblins can be good. Goblins can be like
Like kobolds! Yeah!
Yeah. You see,
We better!
between you and me, you can see that kobolds are treated better than goblins, right?
They don't earn it. We better.
Right. Exactly. So what you'll do is get to that point, but you'll actually have to earn it.
Yeah, we'll show them we better.
He
That's the
raises
spirit.
his hand over his head in a fist again, and then starts looking around, almost missing tears of like, yeah, but they're not there.
It's okay. I don't have anything that would like do that. You know, if I had a prestidigitation or something.
Oh yeah, what chief?
Yes.
Dagdar wanted to communicate to you that he hopes that the club and the shield serve you well.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They're really good tools for the pilgrimage. And surely you make that pilgrimage a test to see how good those weapons are, shall we?
Yeah, War Chief is so dominant.
The goblin just shouts cheerfully about his war chief, and some people just look over, some look worried, others are just bemused. Some are just one actually shouts from across the room while throwing a piece of chalk at him. Shut up!
Yeah.
It's okay, War Chief. They don't know.
It's fine. Once I get home, they will know.
Yeah.
Probably. Actually, is there any news of the other war chiefs? What do they think?
He thinks for a moment, sitting on the table and crossing his legs a little, before nodding to himself.
The shaman approves of a supposed war chief that wants to benefit the tribe with a blacksmith shop. Though he does demand to meet with this war chief. I don't know why he wants to be with you. I mean, he's already met you. I don't know, maybe he doesn't understand what a pink orc looks like. You'd think he would, because he's so weird and pale and old, but
Maybe he don't remember.
Yeah, his mind is gone. He know bloodlust. He all think. It's weird. Let's see. Oh, we got this hunter. Has been he hunts big game, but he's kind of he act like Dagdar sometime, but he don't got the helmet to back it up.
I see.
He's a big, green, scaly, ugly thing with a bow and teeth.
There's a man with dragon ball.
He kind of look like that mini war chief to follow you around, but green.
Oh, I see. Huh.
He wasn't there when we got banished, but yeah, he brings us food, so yeah.
Right, why complain?
He just doesn't have the helmet.
Let's see. Anybody else? Or
There's this other guy who comes sometimes, stops in. Shaman don't like him, but he doesn't stop him. I think he should stop him, and Dagdar agrees, but he just lets him do it. He comes over with a bunch of creatures and soldiers. He's like a war chief, like you, but he keeps stealing soldiers from Shaman. Then he goes back to the woods.
how does it look like?
Looks like a big, red, belly-eared, horned, scaly-tailed thing.
Red Dragon Ball? Or
He's honestly kind of scary. He not like
Yeah.
you, War Chief. He kind of like you, but he give club to everyone.
Actually, wait, could I roll history to see if there's like anything that would like ring a bell? Because like it seems like it's an important figure in the land of monsters. So who knows? There maybe have been some rumors about him already.
You may actually roll history on this person.
14.
That's good enough. So, since you are from Renauld, and since you traveled through Gloucester to get to Asterium, and briefly kind of skirted this avalanche, but probably never went there personally, you did hear rumors of a red dragonborn who has been leading a group of savages. Most notably, while you were in Gloucester, you heard certain people mentioning that he has been a massive thorn in the kingdom, in the overall kingdom of both Gloucester, King's Landing, Asterium, and the likes side. He seems to only strike things that are on the borders of the Savage Lands. Nobody actually knows what he looks like, just that he's a red dragonborn who leads an entire army of savages. A few people have picked up rumors of his name though. Surtur.
S-E-R-T-E-R.
Surtyr.
Oh, right. That would. Okay, yeah. Well, that's actually a good fucking piece of information. Considering going there. Wouldn't want to have like an army on it.
But I think the shaman should, give him club and tell him not to steal his men and threaten him with war, but he don't. Shaman got no bloodlust, just think.
Oh, then. Maybe I'll talk some sense into him when we get there. What do you think?
Yeah! And this time, he banished, not you!
We'll see.
You win challenge! You'll be big, War Chief! The biggest!
I think for a moment I'd say... I think to myself, I think it may be a escalating thing. Should I really be doing that?
The goblin just seems giddy at the idea.
But first, War Chief has to train, right?
Yeah!
Must the club bigger than think. But must outthink the think. Too. The worst club will
I think the think with think. Oh, yeah.
That's why War Chief is taking class in college. To get smart. Then you can summon monsters too.
You can do that with Smite?
Ah, soon. I'm just missing a little bit of thinking. Just a bit. I'm close though. Just the problem is, I can't read what the elves write.
Yeah, who
So
cares
no.
what they write?
Yeah, but you see, that's the secret. They know how to summon things. So if I can't read elf, I can't summon things. Which is why it's good that we have Dark Elf Watchshiftess with us. Because then I can ask her. I can learn from them.
Yeah, but she dark elf. She lie. She lie and run at first sight of trouble.
Yeah, but Watchshiftess is like Watchshift. She's no true Dark Elf.
Okay, War Chief, but just be careful. I can't tell you what to do. I mean, you War Chief, and I can't challenge with you having better shield and club. That would be a bad idea. So, yeah, go ahead, War Chief. But you know.
During your mission, you learn how to make a better shield than I have, and you can use it. I know. Watchshift listens to all. So he listens even if you can't challenge. He listens.
Now you sound like Shaman.
Yeah, but you have to be like Shaman to be Shaman.
Oh.
So every time you say something like that, he just stews on it for a long time. You can see if almost so much that if he could, you swear you'd see smoke coming out of his ears, Gildas. He's just desperately trying to put two and two together. Before he just kind of ends up nodding, just, yeah, War Chief said it, so it's true.
It's okay, he'll understand when they act. You see, you don't have to just be Warchief, you don't have to just be Shaman. You have to be both to be the biggest Warchief. That's the conclusion he has to reach. But I'm not gonna tell him.
But alright, Gildas, after with your quest to him given, and as you're about to head off, he actually stands up from the table and jumps down, running after you quickly, and quickly catches your attention before you leave.
Wait, War Chief, one other thing.
Uh-huh.
Dagda told me to tell you that when you leave, stop by the place with all the honey ale.
Well, that was my plan in the first place, so...
Oh, good. Now Dagda won't give me Club, because I almost forgot.
So, yeah, we have our itinerary now. Mysterium, to the inn, to the Savage Lands. We're gonna wait now until everyone's there, so I can actually tell them about the fucking Red Dragonborn. So I guess I'll wait in the lobby, actually.
Alrighty. So as you wait in the lobby, I will move back to Bub briefly.
Cool.
I can't with that. Fuck. So Bub, you can get up to roughly one more thing before you end up needing to go. What do you want to get up to? Bub.
Insight class.
Insight class. Good choice. So, Bub, as you attend the insight class, you find that when you get in, there's only kobolds attending this class. There's this one goblin here, who just seems to kind of be sitting, like standing in the back of the room, trying to pay attention. But he doesn't have a seat, kind of a thing. He's just staring and trying to pay attention. But as you arrive on the chalkboard, there is a elf who is pointing at a chalkboard, and on the chalkboard it says, "How to survive in the big cities." She taps the board. First things first. Kobolds, if a person approaches you and offers you to give you something, remember, be careful about what they're giving you. Okay? Just because they give you something doesn't mean that they're giving you a cookie like the dragon. Some of the kobolds nod really excitedly and start writing some stuff down. Others just doodle.
I'm shocked at that statement.
She points to the next part. Alright, and remember, work hard out there and make sure that you get your payment for the work that you do. But don't accept bad jobs. Now, we all remember what a bad job is, right? One of the kobolds immediately chips up. Cleaning the displacer beast cages. Exactly. Those are bad jobs. They'll get you in big trouble. Or worse. Now, she looks around and taps the next part. Don't drink anything unless it's from a very safe place. Somebody hands you a random potion, don't just drink it. Somebody hands you a random flagon telling you it's ale, don't just drink it. Some of the kobolds are just like, no. Free stuff. But alright, Bub, I want you to make me an insight roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very nice.
21.
So, you managed to pay attention through all of these very boring life lessons of basically don't trust strangers.
Okay,
Stranger danger
fair
type
enough.
of things for the kobolds.
Indeed.
You managed to sit through all of it and not zone out or think about other things, which almost all the kobolds here zone out, so they don't learn very much from it.
Don't trust strangers.
Are you surprised this was being taught to the kobolds? Eh? I fucked that up apparently. What up? There we go. Let me see. So, Bob, you gain expertise and insight.
God damn.
Hey, he's getting good rolls on the D100s.
Hey.
Bob needs them too.
Those 2 points might come in handy. The bub now has common sense. Da, 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 da.
Obtained common sense. Da 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 da. Alrighty. So let's see. I'm actually gonna do something as well, Bub, just because you attended that many classes.
I need to attend like stealth classes.
Bub's rep has been repaired.
Okay, nothing happens. Nothing else happens for you, Bob, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You've gotten what you can get out of this class.
Okie dokie.
Let's see. So, I know that Bob has to go shortly. The other player is still not here, and I have not heard anything from him yet. And I can't do the next scene without all of the party members.
Mm-hmm.
What does the rest of the party think about this? What do they want to do for now? Do they want to keep trying to find things to do? Or do they want to call it here for now?
I mean, I already done like pretty much what I wanted to do for the college day, so
Mm-hmm.
like the only really thing would be on like, I guess I could do something with Bob. It's like 10 minutes left. So it's probably not really worth it. So like, I guess I could talk to Elena, but she's busy right now, so
Yeah.
I don't know. So
I mean, this is only going to be a once a month thing, so
Yeah, and I don't want to make you late for that, so.
yeah. You guys could go on without me, unless it's like Bub needs to 100% be there.
Bub needs to be there for the next, like, the scene that I have planned. That will lead you out of the college. Because all the party members need to be there for that. Because it's a plot important one.
Yeah.
However, since I know that you need to go soon, I still haven't heard anything from the other player. I'm thinking we can wrap it up here for now.
Okay.
A much shorter session, all things considered, but it was pretty fun.
yeah.
Hey, y'all got some grindy stat boosty stuff out of it.
Grind.
Bub and his lucky ass rolls.
Well, it's either that or I roll like a 1. Like,
True.
there's no
True.
balance to it.
True.
Bub
It's
doesn't
perfectly
roll
balanced as all things should be. So with basically a Dungeons and Dragons high school simulator having been done this session, we're gonna call it here for now. Thank you all for tuning in. And next time the party will meet with the dragon one last time, as well as consider how they want to go about leaving Asterium.